5 songs, all number ones, all million sellers, and somehow erased. Not from history, but from memory.
As long as we've been together.
Because in 1972, soul music didn't decline, it was redirected. The sound stayed powerful.
If you don't know me, baby.
But the stories behind it were filtered, reshaped, and slowly pushed out of focus.
Hey, but when I talk was
Please subscribe to the 5 Soul Rewind. Thank you. We uncover the hits that didn't just fade away, they were left behind. And the deeper we go, the harder it becomes to ignore why. Number 5, the OJs, Backstabbers. The OJs didn't just make a song. They captured a psychological state. Backstabbers is paranoia turned into rhythm. It reflects a moment where trust, socially, politically, personally, was collapsing. And the production reinforces it. Tension, suspicion, unease. It becomes a number 1 R&B hit. But here's the shift. Music trends evolve toward escape. Disco emerges. Celebration replaces confrontation. So songs like this become anchored to their time. They don't disappear because they're weak. They disappear because they're too specific. And that raises a deeper question. What happens when the voice of a hit isn't recognized at all? Number 4, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. If you don't know me by now.
To upset our happy home.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes had the brand, but Teddy Pendergrass had the identity. And that mismatch created confusion.
Just trust.
The song is raw vulnerability, pleading, emotional, direct. It becomes a defining moment in soul music.
Now, baby, I know the difference.
But audiences attach the voice to the wrong name. And when Teddy leaves,
If you don't know,
the emotional core leaves with him. Then comes the final twist.
all got our own.
A cover version becomes more famous. So the song survives across generations. But the original context disappears. And that's a different level of erasure.
Between right and wrong.
Replacement. But the next record doesn't get replaced. It gets misunderstood.
oh, they keep trying to tell me he
Number 3, Bill Withers. Use Me.
knows that if it feels it's a good getting used.
Bill Withers specialized in emotional honesty. Use Me isn't romantic.
Man, talk to me.
It's uncomfortable. It explores dependency, contradiction,
Hey, I said, brother,
desire versus self-respect. And musically, it's minimal.
my friends, I know.
Driven by groove, silence, tension.
Hey, the wall that they use me stuff.
It becomes a massive hit, number 2. But here's the issue. It doesn't offer resolution. And unresolved songs don't get replayed the same way
He meant well.
as feel-good ones. So while Lean on Me becomes universal,
Hey, how do you use me up?
Use Me becomes personal.
Is there a point that
And personal songs often stay with individuals, not culture. And And now we move to something even more complicated. A song bigger than the artist.
Your mom and dad
Number 2, Luther Ingram. If Loving You Is Wrong.
loving you is wrong.
Luther Ingram delivers a moral contradiction without apology.
Hunger for the gentleness of the touch.
And that's what makes it powerful. The song doesn't justify, it accepts.
Right. Loving you.
That honesty connects deeply. Number 1 R&B, massive sales.
Loving you is wrong. I don't want
But the industry doesn't know what to do with artists who peak later in life.
no future in love and a married man.
They want narratives they can shape. Luther already had one.
Knowing I got a wife.
So instead of building, they move on. The song becomes a standard,
Am I wrong for trying to hold on to the
covered endlessly. But each cover pushes the original further away. Until eventually, the song is remembered, but the source is not.
disgrace? As long as I got you.
And that brings us to number 1, where everything comes together.
No, lying to the rain.
Number 1, the Staple Singers. I'll Take You There, climax.
Mercy.
The Staple Singers didn't just make music. They carried history. I'll Take You There is more than a song. It's a spiritual bridge between gospel, soul, and something global.
Ain't nobody crying. No.
The groove pulls from reggae. The message pulls from faith.
Oh, help me now.
The delivery feels lived. It becomes a number 1 pop and R&B record. But here's the contradiction. The industry embraces the song without fully embracing the artists. They're positioned as safe,
Help me. Come on. Come on.
not revolutionary. So while the record lives everywhere,
Let me take you out.
commercials, films, culture, the group's impact is minimized.
Help me out. Come on. Love.
And that's the final truth. You know the song. You've always known it.
Somebody help me now. Yeah.
But you were never taught who to remember.
Got my back. What they do.
These songs didn't fail. They weren't forgotten by accident.
My big brother.
They were filtered out by trends, narratives, and decisions you never saw.
All right.
So now the question is simple. How many of these did you actually remember?
Hey, but when I talk was
And more importantly, how many were you never supposed to? Subscribe to Beyond the Beat, because the deeper you go into the music,
Your mom and dad.
the more you realize history doesn't forget. It chooses.